afterward.
Obviously we saw that post-game interview on TNT. Can you shed a little bit of light on why that was so emotional for you, both that interview and the game that you just put together?
I play with a lot of heart, play with a lot of passion. When you fight for something, it means a whole lot more. And, we've been fighting this fight for a long time, and we're tired of being tired. And, like I said, I go out there and I fight for something. Win or lose, I go out there and fight for something. And, as an NBA, we're going to collectively keep fighting. The players are doing everything they can, trying to get involved in any way they can. And, we're glad the NBA is helping out and allowing us to use this as a platform. And I want to thank Alpso for giving us the chance to do this. But, it's an emotional thing because, it's not just me. There's so many other guys, as you could tell. And, it's lives. It's your life. It's your life. Imagine losing your life. I don't know what else to say. Imagine a father losing their life while they have kids. Imagine a father, a son, a brother getting shot 7 times in front of their kids. Imagine that. Like I said, the least I can go out there and do is play and fight for something. So that's what I'm trying to do.
All right, next question will go to Chris Dempsey. Chris, go ahead.
Jamal, so having said that, what place do you go to be able to perform, and then to be able to perform that well when you have so much other stuff on your mind?
Like I said, I play with the will to win. People want me to be consistent, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy. That's why the greats are so good, because they don't do it just one night, but they do it every night, and they play hard every night, and they bring that will to win every single night, and they will their teams to play harder. And that's what we're trying to do as a league. On the court, I do that, but like I said, we take the initiative to make sure every team is registered to vote, so we can go and tell everybody else to vote. Trying to hold ourselves accountable, and when you do that, when you be honest with yourself and do the necessary things for change, step by step, inch by inch, you'll see it. And we know it's not going to happen overnight, but we got to start somewhere, and we got to do more than what we've been doing. And that's why that pause was so big. As a league, we didn't know what to do. That's why all the players came together, but it was definitely necessary for us to gather our thoughts and try to move in the right direction. We didn't want to just come here and play basketball, play for a championship. Well, that's important, but there's bigger matters in the world, and I'm just trying to shed light on that.
Next, we'll go to Mark Kisla. Mark, go ahead.
Jamal, you just mentioned that last few days, players in this league had tough discussions. Hard discussions about whether to stay or not. Was there ever any conflict in your mind? And once you decided to stay, did you feel like you had to do as much as you could to get word out of what's important to you?
No, I've been trying to do that. Like I said, I use those shoes as extra motivation to will myself to fight, win or lose. Like I said, just will myself to fight, and that's something that I can take off the court and put on the court and be able to use it in a positive way. Be able to help my teammates, be able to talk more, be able to be a better leader, and that's where the fight comes in. And I've been doing that my whole life. It's just the beginning. I've been playing well, but I couldn't do it without my teammates and my coach and coaching staff, and they've been doing a great job of just helping me be great in these last few games and last series. Our teams have done an amazing job. I couldn't ask more of them. So, it's been a collective group to move together, to be together, and stay together, stay here and play. And we've been doing a good job of switching up, doing a good job of switching our mentality to go and force Game 7, win the series.
And next we'll go to Young Meister with ESPN. Go ahead.
Jamal, there's the picture of you kind of kneeling on your knees, kind of almost looking exhausted when you were walking back to the locker room. I was wondering what exactly were you feeling at that moment? That picture's gone viral. What exactly are you feeling, the kind of weight that's on your shoulders, and what are you feeling in that moment?
It's all the emotions. Hard to put into words. Just know there's a lot of emotion. And I try to play with that, as you can see. And I use that to will myself to be great, be better. And without basketball, I don't know where I'd be or who I'd be or anything like that. So, like I said, just a lot of emotion, more than I could put into words for y'all. But I'd take time to myself, a moment for myself, and just regroup before going to the locker room.
All right, we have time for one more here, and we'll end with Cassidy Hubbard, who's there. Cassidy, go ahead.
Jamal, I keep talking about this will to be great. Coach Malone was quick to point out that you stepping up in the playoffs is nothing new. You did it last year. But as far as you this year, have you felt growth? And are you seeing growth within yourself, whether it be your confidence and your play on the court?
Yeah, life is a weird thing because puts roadblocks in front of you. Sometimes you got to go through it. Sometimes you got to go around it. Sometimes you got to take a pause and look back at what you're gonna do, have a plan. And I've just kind of put that all together and down 2 starters, putting a rookie in there that doesn't know our place fully and where to go and stuff like that, making me be more vocal, making me put the ball in the hoop more. My team is trusting me. I think that's one of the biggest things. When I go to coach and I say, do this, do that, they trust me. And I try not to let them down. And they believe in me, I believe in them, and we've been, we're trying to be this 12th team to come back, down 3-1. And like I said, it's not just me, but it's making everybody better, not just me. Jeremy's been huge. He's been huge. Mason's been huge. Joker's been Joker. Monte stepped in the starting role without Gary, doing a great job. Tori's been picking up full all game, all series. I could go down the list. Guys that don't play are into the game. It's just collective effort. We're in this together, and win or lose, and we're gonna keep fighting. So switch our focus to Game 7 and let's lock in.
Thanks.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Jamal. We appreciate it.
Only Michael Jordan and Jerry West have scored more over 3-game stretches than Jamal Murray's 142 points over the last 3. His countryman, Steve Nash, proud of him. If you're Canadian, you get that from Steve Nash, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Now to his counterpart, Donovan Mitchell, who's now set a first-round Western Conference scoring record, beating Tracy McGrady's old mark. Here he is.
Hey Donovan, so obviously Jamal has been pretty unstoppable this whole series, but tonight, Denver as a whole shot 55% from the field, 50% from 3. What's going wrong defensively for you guys? What can you do to kind of slow them down?
I think the biggest thing, like you said to yourself, Jamal had his 50, but he made passes and guys knocked down shots. One, we got to be aggressive on the defensive end. They kind of were a little too comfortable. Even when we turned it up at that point, as a scorer, he's going to get going. But there are times, credit to Jeremy Grant, I think he went 18-20. That's a big boost for him, Just got to respond. I really don't have much else to say right now, to be honest with you.
Okay, next question, Sarah Todd, Deseret News.
Donovan, it's like when you guys left the court, and then also right now, this was kind of the most down that you've been throughout the whole series. What's the reason for that?
Nobody's down. We're just pissed off because that was a winnable game. No one's down at all. We got one more game. If we're down now, then we've already lost Game 7. I don't think anybody's down. I think pissed would be the right word because there were things we can do to win this game. We're motivated for the next game. No one says it's going to be easy. At the end of the day, they came back from 3-run, credit to them, but no one's down. we're ready to go. If we went to play Game 7 right now, I think all of us would be ready to. So we're just locked in, ready to go.
And next, Kristen from Jazz TV.
Hey, John, Coach was talking about defensive discipline tonight. What do you think about those little things that came into play tonight, the hustle plays, the second chance points, and how big of a role they were?
Huge. You get them off the offensive rebound possessions. You can't have that in the playoffs. And we kind of fell away from what we've been doing a great job of, which is, boxing out, getting hits, picking up the way we've been picking up. And, I'm not here to get on any of our defenders, Royce, Joe, and Rudy for the main part. They've been doing a hell of a job, man. And like I said, Jamal's been playing out of his mind. Jokic has been playing great. We just got to find a way to execute. We did it 3 times. We could do it a 4th. And that's just going to be the message going in. We can watch all the film we want. We've done the same thing 6 games, both sides. I don't think there's going to be much film to watch except for what we can be more aggressive. And that's really it. The more aggressive team and the more locked-in team on the details are going to be the one that win the series, and that's really where it's at.
Next up, Brian Mahoney, AP.
Hey, Don, as much as obviously you would like to have won this game, do you see from a fan standpoint the way you and Jamal are playing that this kind of seems like a Game 7 is the way it should be decided?
No. To be honest with you, if it wasn't for a few things we could have had last game and the game before, obviously it's as a fan, you want Game 7. We didn't want that, and that's what makes us. That's why we're pretty upset.